Hey, what is happening, y'all? Welcome to the Extras. Coming to you live from a wilted houseplant. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Happy Monday, happy Monday. A lot of people in the chat already. I appreciate you. Nance in there first, of course. He says, Sodi's first. Becky in there too. Hope you had a good day. She's a close second. Nance says he's surprised he was first. I was busy throwing my scrap rotors in the dumpster and dumping my waste oil. Okay, doing a little car maintenance. That's all right. That's good. That's a good thing to do. I got to do some of that myself. We got to do brakes and water pump. It's gonna be a good time. Maybe I'll do a video. I don't know. Oh, Meech in there. She says, y'all always ripping on me when I come in here. What's up, Meech? Good to see you. Everyone stop ripping on Meech, please. We like when she comes. I like her opinion as a parent. It's very valuable. Nance says it's a sign that we love you. Oh, Will in there too? What's going on, Will? Good to see you. I saw your video of the aftermath of the tornadoes down there. That was crazy, crazy. It's wild. Definitely you should put a little info in the title about the area, because it'll help people find it. But yeah, that's definitely, like, things like that when it doesn't affect your area, you know, like it's in the news for a day or two and then everyone else just forgets about it. But like if you live in a tornado area or hurricane area and you're always just like in a state of rebuilding, basically, it's and then never knowing when the next one comes, it's scary. So glad that you and yours are doing well. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. A lot of... Oh, that's a cool emoji, Will. I like that pink one. He said you had super bad storms and limited internet. Yes, that's good. That's good. You got your internet back now. You must have it if you're... Oh, you did mention that yesterday. You got the internet back. Oh, Triss in the chat too? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. I know it's hot down there in Texas. Black Magic in the chat too. Black Magic, I appreciate you. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're doing well. Nugget Man in there too. What's going on, Nugget Man? Okay, Trish says watching and working out. Okay. Alright, appreciate you. Nance says live stream it. We need to hear the cuss words flying. Oh, live stream my vehicle repair? That'd be funny. people, we can get some mechanics in the comments to heckle me like bacon strips. Alexander in the chat. What's going on, my man? Hope you had a good weekend. He says howdy, y'all. Nugget Man says WTF is soda. It's pop where I come from. See, I debated a lot about the titles and I just had no time, so I just ran with it. Like, the description's terrible. I'll probably change the title later too, just so that it actually like makes sense. It depends what we end up talking about, honestly, but I had another like topic that I was gonna do today, but I put that one on pause to do this one. Bad Will says fortunate to still be standing like Elton John. Yes, our favorite reference there. Oh my gosh, 52 tonight, Nance. Lord have mercy. So you can see me. I'm getting sun already. I'm like turning pink fully pink. Uh, Nugget says we do really bad jokes here. Nance says Rockstar is my weakness, followed by Pepsi and Mountain Dew. You know what my weakness is? You know, I try to not make this like about me because like nobody, you know, as my one friend said, nobody cares about Mr. 30 something subs. But I will thank you for 34 of you now. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much for subscribing. But my biggest problem, you know, I is Red Bull. That's I like Pepsi, you know, a Mountain Dew once in a while maybe, but like, man, I love a Red Bull. And as you guys know, I always have the blue drink, right? The blue drink is the coconut edition Red Bull in the white can, and Grey Goose. And tonight, with a sparkling water, okay? Because it's fitting for the theme. I am trying to stop drinking the Red Bull, and so this is step one. But what I found helped me to not drink it is to listen to people talk about what happens to you when you drink a lot of soda, what happens to you when you quit drinking soda, how people quit, how people started, what people drank. So it really was cathartic for me because it helped me feel like, oh, okay, so I'm like not drinking as much as a lot of people are. Like I felt like my 2 Red Bulls was like, I'm gonna be dead in 2 days. You know what I mean? But like, apparently, people are out there going wild on soda. And I found this Tyler Oliveira video, and it was absolutely crazy to see. And it reminded me of another video that he had done like a year ago. So I'll show you both of those so you guys can check those out. Airy Sweet in the chat, he says, "What's up, peeps? What's going on, my man? Appreciate you being here. If you don't know, he's the one who makes those wonderful RMG rewinds that we love, and the awesome AI stuff too." Trish says White Monster is the best monster. Okay, I haven't had that one. Will says White Monster is his weakness. Nance says ranch water. I do like a ranch water, but ranch water is Topo Chico. So I could have a ranch water, I suppose. That's a good idea. I didn't think of that. That'll help with my transition. Maybe Friday we'll do ranch water. Nance says, Meech says, don't forget your daily sunscreen. Don't worry, I apply it 4 to 5 times a day. I am just this is like the beginning of the season, first exposure, you know, like I'm fully pink, dude. It's crazy. I'm just like trying not to get that half moon like sunburn thing on the back of my head because I shave my head and it looks super stupid. Oh, let's see here. Mini K cup. That's funny. Okay. Nance says, I didn't have any sunscreen for Ohio. Oh my gosh, I bet you got a nice little tan maybe on that day in the sun. Nugget says, I hate steps 2 through 12. Okay. Meech says 34 and on our way to 70 in no time. Okay, that's good. CB in the chat. What's up, CB? Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. saw some beach photos, so that's good. You got to relax a little bit. Nance says, when I was in my 20s, a typical day of pop was 2 to 3 large ones from McDonald's, a liter of Pepsi at work before lunch, and a 24-ounce for lunch at work. Then maybe water after lunch, or another 24-ounce Pepsi. And that might sound like a lot when you're listing it all off, and it is a lot. But, like, I think that's the case for a lot of people. Like, I think that's how a lot of people live. Yeah, like, I saw, when I was doing this research, I saw a video that was like, what would happen if you only drank soda for 30 days and you had no water? So they assumed a person drank 8 glasses of water a day, replaced those with soda, and then talked about what happens physiologically or whatever. But it's like, excuse me, I would be willing to bet there are at minimum tens of thousands, but I'd say in America, hundreds of thousands of people living exactly like that, drinking 0 water, only soda. And that is what made me think of the video from a year ago that we'll talk about, this city in Mexico that is obsessed with Coca-Cola. Misha's just looking at a Red Bull gives me a sugar hangover. Oh my gosh, man, I love Red Bull. But you're right, it is a ton of sugar in Red Bull. It's even worse than a regular soda. CB says, I allow myself 1 sugar-free Red Bull per day. Nance says 2 liter. The thing about Ohio, CB says, the thing about Ohio is the UV index is actually not usually over a 7 or 8, so you won't get too burned. Ah, well, good to know. Yeah, no, it's not nearly as bad as getting cooked on the beach, I'm sure. And I also wear one of those, like, big, like, sun hat things with, like, the big brim. Like, this is, you know, it's easy for me to burn, so... CB says that much soda will wreck your teeth. Yeah, absolutely. And I saw in the soda addict kind of category of videos, I saw a guy say that he like purposely drinks soda only through a straw so it doesn't touch his teeth or whatever, and it's like, my man. Like, I mean, it does damage your teeth, but like it's doing so much worse. But then I had an introspective thought, because I'm like, why is it so easy for me to look at him and be like, obviously this is what you need to do, but then I'm doing the same stuff, okay? I'm doing the exact same thing as him with a different drink, but I'm in my head telling myself, oh, all he needs to do is blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's terrible for him. It's terrible for you to drink that much. I'm doing the same thing he's doing. Like, what? So, I can't be the only one experiencing that. So, I thought we could talk about that today. Duckett says, JLR should try a root beer for his D problem. I don't know if root beer is enough to bring him back from the level, like, and honestly, I'm almost ashamed to admit this. It was not that long ago that I found out that diabetes is like, there's like a spectrum of a measurement called A1C, okay? And whatever your level is of that determines whether you are not diabetic, pre-diabetic, or diabetic. And your A1C level is how they measure that. And as Becky has been going through this journey, I've kind of been doing a research and also learning from her diet and stuff and changes she's made. That you can kind of slide on it. So diabetes is kind of like a sliding scale, and it's possible to cure yourself of it. So that is promising to me and interesting, but also, you know, like I'm not in the medical field, obviously, But I was embarrassed when I learned that I didn't know that. Even having had like diabetic friends growing up, I had no idea how it worked at all. So that was an eye opener. Nance's pop is beyond addicting. It's hard not to touch it. Yeah, absolutely. And what I've done, Trish says the UV index was 13 here yesterday. And it's like 120. Like, dude, I don't know how. I couldn't survive in that environment. I know that about myself. Like big ups to you and to your cow, because Lord, my cows, when it gets like, even when it gets in the 90s, they all want to be in the shade. I cannot imagine. Ooh, that's a hot cow. Meech says, any sun index, you need to wear sunscreen, even in Ohio. Oh, I know. I always wear mine because a close friend of mine actually got skin cancer, so I think about that all the time. CB says, Spindrift is better than soda. I'm with you. I like Spindrift as well. I'm slowly working my way through the flavors. I'm on that Island Punch right now. That was a good one. It's good by itself, not that great with vodka. So this is a, hold on to it. Let me see if I have the can. This is from a discount grocery store called Aldi. It's like a blackberry water. It's just water. It's like LaCroix, except knockoff, so it's way cheaper. It's like $3 for a 12-pack. It's super, super cheap. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to replace soda with, is Spindrift and that Bellevue stuff. RB was short for Red Bull. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, that was my bad. I'm doing a lot here. Will says, my dad just had blood work today to check his A1C. We'll see tomorrow. Okay, see, that's interesting. We're all learning together. Please let us know. I'm interested in that. Meech said I had some mojito spinnies this weekend. Fire. Oh yeah, is that the Spindrift lime with vodka? Yeah, I'm down. That sounds really good. I like that lime one. Becky says keto bread is pretty good. I just had some with my burgers. See, and that's a big contributor of sugar in our diets here in America, just in general, is white bread. Even like hamburger buns, hot dog buns, processed white bread, it has so much sugar in it, it's crazy. Like, just switching from white bread to whole grain bread, like, was that I immediately felt a difference in my life doing that. And that was pretty recent, in the last month or couple months, I guess we've been. So it definitely helps. I will try the keto burger bun. CB says, I actually hate all dark soda. The only soda I ever liked was Orange Fanta and Sprite. Sprite is a good one. I like Sprite a lot. I got a Sprite like, I don't know, maybe a month ago, and I bought like the wrong kind or something, because it was like Sprite Chill and it tasted like raspberry, or I don't know, it was horrible. It tasted terrible. It was my fault for not buying the right thing, but yeah. Nance says he likes Squirt. That's a good one. Okay. That's like a knockoff soda brand. Nuggetman says Aldi's, please stop. Trish says, what's Spindrift? Spindrift is a carbonated water that has like the essence of fruit in it. It's similar to LaCroix. It's really good. CB says, my favorite Spindrift flavors are lime, lemon, grapefruit, and grape. Okay, okay. I have not tried the grape, so I will try that flavor next. I know you posted a picture of that. I still haven't gotten it because I got too much of the Island Punch thinking I was going to be obsessed with it, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not, like, it's alright, but I'm not a super fan. Becky says, I've been drinking some Body Armor Light. That is good. Okay, see, now that stuff probably has the artificial sweeteners in it. And that is another thing I've encountered in trying not to drink sugar, is there's a lot of things that say sugar-free, but really what they mean is we've stuffed it so full of sugar substitute that it tastes like whatever it used to be, and that's not what I want. But that's definitely out there. And there's also a lot of research that's come out recently about aspartame and saccharin and what's the other one? Sucralose. But you know, we're not going to talk about that stuff because, like, I'm not a doctor and don't even know enough about that to be like to knowledgeably speak about it. But I know that they're bad, so you can check that out on your own. But I do have some videos from some doctors, and they cite actual published studies about those ingredients. Nugget says, so LaCroix is not a thing anymore. It sure is, Nugget Man. CB says she just prefers other options. I prefer cheaper options. That's my that's why I like the Bell V, because it's cheap, dude. It's so cheap. I didn't realize how loud this music was, sorry. If I'm, like, talking super loud because the music was louder. The essence flavoring in LaCroix wasn't great, Meech says. Trish says, LaCroix tastes like strawberry-scented pond water. Not a fan of LaCroix down in Texas. I'm not a fan of LaCroix either. My mom used to drink it growing up, and, like, I thought it was, like, a really, like, sophisticated, like, adult drink to have. And so, like, when I got older, I was like, I'm gonna be a LaCroix person. And I quickly found out I'm not a LaCroix person. CB says, Island Punch is decent, but it's not one of my faves. Yeah, it's good if it's really cold. Misha's LaCroix is like if someone ate strawberries and then farted on sparkling water. That's about all the flavor you get. I guess that is one way to describe it. It is, you kind of do smell the flavor, but there's no taste to it whatsoever. Or it does kind of have like a bit of bitterness to it, some people report. Becky says it has no carbs and no sugars. That's okay. That's good. Okay. No carb, no sugar is good. Nugget Man says, is it like Olipop and Poppy sugar substitutes? Now, I don't know which one of those, Nugget, but one of those started on Shark Tank. And what it was is it's actually an apple cider vinegar drink. And, like, they were trying to, like, make a drink that would make apple cider vinegar more palatable because of its health benefits. I don't know which one of those two it was, but I know it was one of those. But yeah, they're like the other one uses monk fruit to sweeten. One of them does. I'm not sure. Meech says Spindrift is not essence. Okay. It's actual fruit juice. Okay. Juice extracted from fruit. Okay, I got you. Trish says, I gotta go. Glad I got to come in for a bit. Have fun. Hey, you too. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. CB says, I need to find the Fuji apple flavor. Fuji apple. Okay, that sounds good. Fuji apple. Might have to order that one. Nan says Doogie apple. That sounds hazardous.
We're considered a hazardous building.
It would be a hazardous building for sure. no, Spindrift does not have sugar substitutes. Yeah, it's just a water with juice. Will says, I got Kroger brand seltzer water, grapefruit flavor. It's disgusting. Tastes like Alka-Seltzer. Okay. So yeah, we'll take your word on that one. I have not tried the Kroger brand seltzer water. But I have seen it. I'll tell you, this Blackberry Bellevue is really good. It treats the goose well too, if you are so inclined. Okay, so let me show you just real quick this video from a couple of years ago where Tyler Oliveira went to this town in Mexico where they basically live on Coca-Cola. And a lot of the reason for that is that the Coca-Cola bottling plant uses a lot of the water that's available in their town. So basically, they're, at least according to the people that I learned about this from in this video, they essentially are taking the water resource from the town and then using that to make Coca-Cola, and then they sell that back to people to drink because there's no water to drink. And they do make a water product for them, but Coca-Cola also makes that, and they have to buy that from them. And a lot of people don't like it. It's called CL, which means sky. Nance says, my grandma used to drink Alka-Seltzer because she loved it. Because she liked the taste? Okay. Will says, it has turned me away from trying seltzer water. Don't be discouraged. You gotta find the one that's right for you. I've tried a lot of different ones and hated a lot of them before I found ones that I like. Nugget says, mix whatever with some alcohol, and I'll probably maybe drink it. Okay. Definitely, probably, maybe. Mexican Coke has even more sugar than American Coke. Yes, it's cane sugar and not high fructose corn syrup, but yes, it still is a ton of sugar in the drink, and is not good for the diabetes. Nance says they get the glass bottles down there. No, these people are drinking 3-liter bottles, okay? So they definitely, I don't know if the big ones are glass still. Micha's Mexican Coke is cane sugar versus refined sugar. Yeah. I got the hookup with the no tariff Mexican Coke. Okay. You got, see Nuggets down there at the border crossing. Is it as safe as Mexican tap water? Coke is by far the worst soda to me. I actually drink Mexican tap water. Okay. I like Mexican Coke better than regular Coke, I guess. The glass bottle, but I don't know. It's not bad. Okay, so here, this is the town that he's talking about here, Chamula.
The town that worships Coca-Cola. The average person here drinks over a half gallon of Coke per day. Almost 40% of adults are obese, and diabetes is the second leading cause of death.
Over 35% have diabetes.
Do you think 35% of people in this town have diabetes? and it's the second leading cause of death.
There are a lot of people with diabetes here because they have sugar drinks.
Mexico drinks more Coca-Cola per capita than any other country. But what impact is Coke having on the locals' health? Why do they love drinking it so much? And can this diabetes epidemic be stopped? I met up with a local named Rudy to find out. Look at that. You can't make this up. Look at all that Coke.
It's Coca.
Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola again. So we're headed to
So this whole video, he goes through this town and he asks people like, hey, how many Cokes do you drink in a day? How much Coke do you drink? And, you know, like, how much water do you drink? Do you have diabetes? Does anyone in your family have diabetes? And literally every single person says yes. Every single person. It's every single person in the town is consuming 2 to 3 liters a day, okay? See, there's the glass bottle right there, y'all. So they don't realize that the Coca-Cola is potentially a cause for everyone having diabetes. And when he brings it up to people, they're like, oh, diabetes is caused by stress. It's not caused by drinking Coca-Cola. Like, they're very, like, firm in that belief, too, which, I guess is true in some ways, that diabetes could be caused, stress could be a factor, but I don't think that consuming 1.5 gallons of Coca-Cola every day and no water is gonna lead to a healthy life. But again, not a doctor. CB says, oh my lord, I could not imagine letting a baby drink Coke, ruining their teeth and their little bodies. Yeah, but the problem is there's no water. So this is what they have for hydration. Okay? So this is where he's asking people about their soda.
People were chugging Coke as far as the eye could see, with practically no water bottles in sight. I wondered how many bottles people drank here per day.
Let's ask the people here how much Coke they drink. Coca-Cola bebé al día. 3 cada día. ¿Cuántos litros en este? 2 litros. So bebe 2 litros al día. See, big old.
She's like, oh my gosh, your Spanish is terrible. Scarf Mommy in the chat, what's going on? She says diabetes. Meech says, any baby with a soda is child abuse. Fight me. I would agree. A baby should not be drinking any soda at all. That's crazy. But again, I don't have kids. And that is actually, me not having kids is the reason that I changed today's show topic, because I was reticent about criticizing other parents when I'm not one. So I'll run that by a couple of you in DM, and you can tell me if it's still a good topic or not. Airy Sweet says, fiance and I just got back from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. They have an antique store there that has 6 packs of the original Coke bottles still sealed with Coke. Kind of gross to think about. Wow. Like sitting there on display. Yeah, I actually saw a video, a YouTube video when I was looking, where a guy drank one of those 100-year-old Cokes from somewhere. Or maybe he purported to. I didn't watch the whole video, actually. Might have just been clickbaited. CB says 100% correct, Shell. Yeah, no babies should be drinking soda. Scarf Mommy, I hope you're doing well. Nugget says, when I got custody of my younger daughter, she had a kidney disease from only being given cola during development years. No kidding. Wow. I mean, but that's a prime example. Like, that will do it. But oh my gosh, that's horrible. So yeah. See, and when they're young, that's like irreversible damage. So yeah, we really owe it to kids, even as non-parents, to set a good example. That's why I'm trying to change, you know? Meech says, Airy, those would be straight up syrup by now. Yeah, absolutely. CB says diabetes is 100% not caused by stress. I appreciate the medical confirmation on that. Nance says, so Ozempic and Coke for them. Yeah. Still swished around like fluid though. Okay, so it didn't get all like gelatinous and weird and thick. Okay. Nugget says she even had to have chemo treatments during elementary school. What? Wow. No kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is terrible. That is terrible. Well, hopefully she was able to recover from that, because that is just that is such a shame. I mean, like, to have it as a treat once in a while is one thing, but to only have access to soda is, I mean, and it's, here it is on display. This is a whole town that
2 liter right here.
Quanto? And everyone's drinking 2 liters, 2.5 liters a day. She says she drinks 1 liter, but look at the table in front of her. She's also selling what looked like donuts, like, and pastries and stuff. See, look at all of these, like, sweets. This is a life. Sugar is a lifestyle here, and here in America too. But I just thought this video was an interesting like slice of that kind of like concentrated issue in one area, where absolutely no one is drinking water and everyone is drinking Coca-Cola. Will says gelatinous, weird, and thick. Sounds like me. Meech says there's a correlation between diabetes and stress in a roundabout way, but medically no. Yeah, I would venture to say that stress alone is not going to cause diabetes, but it could contribute if you have other things going on that could lead to it. CB says stress can impact blood sugar levels, but does not directly cause diabetes. Okay. Nance says, "Oh my, those donuts! Yeah, they look pretty good." Oh, Becky said that. Yes. It's so hard to change when everyone around you is drinking soda. So I can't imagine living in this town where soda is a way of life and trying to change your ways. Nugget says she is 23 and completely good now since I got custody in 2013. Well, that's great. That's good. I'm glad that they were able to correct all of that. Oh my gosh, man. What a scary thing to have to do at that young age. Oh, it's terrible. No more pediatric nephrologist. I don't even know what that means, and I hope that that no one else has to either, because that's horrible. CB says, fantastic to hear, Nugget Man. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so on to the video that I actually wanted to show you from Tyler, which was about Utah's deadly soda addiction. Okay, I'm kind of covering up his subtitles and stuff here. Let's slide. Okay, there we go. Nance says, nephrologist is a kidney doctor. Okay. Alright, good to know. Okay, so here... Well, we'll just watch his intro.
How many ounces per day will you typically consume?
I've had up to like 500, 600, 700 before. I could go through that whole fridge probably in one day.
Just take it straight.
Regular 44-ounce Mountain Dew.
Yep.
That's like yelling.
Wow, that is huge.
Look at that cup!
I've been getting it for, I think, 8 or 9 years.
9 years straight every day. Utah is addicted to soda, with over 40% of the population Mormon, while they're not allowed to drink alcohol or hot drinks. Apparently, soda is approved by God. Or hot drinks.
I want to show that.
Apparently, soda.
I think 8 or 9 years.
9 years straight every day. Utah is addicted to soda, with over 40% of the population Mormon, while they're not allowed to drink alcohol or.
There we go. Okay, now. I'm still blocking it. Hold on. Okay. Becky says, oh my, how can you drink that much? It's just crazy. Will says, I see Fresca. I like Fresca. Fresca is good too. CB says, oh my god, don't get me started on this. I've been watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and they are obsessed with soda. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. The reason that... well, here, number one, let's look at this chart. Basically... Well, actually, this chart is wrong. According to the people that he talks to in the video. But essentially, in their religion, the original thing was not to drink hot beverages because coffee and tea were the caffeine source of the time, and they saw that as a bad thing. So in order to avoid caffeine, they're not allowed to have coffee or tea, which is how they've interpreted it for modern Mormonism. And so they can have their caffeine with cold drinks, though. They can't have iced coffee for some reason, because coffee and tea are bad, even if they're not hot. But you can have these sodas. And as of 2010, a recent trend started to emerge in Utah where people were opening up soda, like old school, like soda fountains. A restaurant that sells just soda, and they have recipes with all these like things you can mix in with it and make different drinks. It's like mixed drinks, but no alcohol. It's just all soda because they can't have alcohol either. So a lot of people in the video will say like, oh, it's like a cocktail with no alcohol, whatever. So, which I agree. I get that. But yes, so that is the reason. And I am not going to debate the hypocrisy of those rules in their religion. I'm just observing the way that they live for the purposes of examining this soda, and it is wild. We talked about water talk before, and that is a bunch of people on TikTok who can't drink regular water. They have to add like 50 flavor syrups and colored glitter to everything. And this is very similar to that. Becky says, is it good? I thought about watching it. CB says, season 1 is decent, season 2 is trash. Okay. Quick opinion. That's great. Nance says, I could drink a couple gallons of pop a day without much thought. Man, when I worked in restaurants, it was so easy to drink because you're, like, if you're a server, you're right next to the soda fountain. You know, even in half-service restaurants, you always have a soda fountain. So it's like, it's right there all day. It's so easy to just drink, you know, however many, and you lose track of how many you've had because you're refilling the same cup. It's terrible. When I worked in restaurants, I drank so much soda. Nugget says, oh my gosh, the missus was just in Salt Lake City and she just told me about those drive-thrus. Yeah, there's the big place is called Swig and Sodalicious. But there's a bunch of soda fountain type restaurants in Utah. Nugget Man says, is it all caffeine free? I thought they can't even have caffeine. Well, no, it's not. It's regular soda. They can have caffeine in the cold drinks, but not hot drinks. That's the new rules now. So, dirty soda is what they call it, CB says. Yes, that is what they call it. And they often will add coffee creamers to it, which is disgusting to me. Scarf Mommy says, vodka is just potatoes. Hey, cheers to that. I got my potato water right here. I was a dishwasher when I was 14 to 16, Nance says, and I could drink as much pop as I wanted. I always was going back to the pop machine every 20 to 30 minutes for a refill. I probably did that too. You know, like, that sounds crazy to me, but, like, I think you're probably just remembering how much you drank better than I did. Like, I probably drank like 5 or 6 sodas a day when I was working in the restaurant because you're there for 12 hours, you know? I had a water too, but it's like, it's crazy. Scarf Mommy says, and wine is just grapes. We all win. That's right. Nance says, stopping by the hot tray in the kitchen for bacon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just having bacon sitting there is a temptation. CB says, I really love Utah, but I do not love their wild booze laws. Yeah, do a vodka stand on the border. There you go. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Nan says, my shift was 4 to 6 hours. Okay, so, but every 30 minutes over 6 hours, that's 12, you know, of whatever size cup you're drinking. Which, one can of soda in 12 ounces has almost as much soda sugar as you're supposed to have in an entire day. So it's I think 50 grams is they recommend for the daily maximum, and a soda has like a 12 ounce soda has like 39 or something like that. So I guess it would depend on your choice of soda. Nugget says, does Ohio still have that Sunday alcohol no bylaw? There are different types of liquor licenses. So some places can sell alcohol on Sundays and some can't. At least where I am. Oh, the 20 ounce cups. Okay, so that's not too bad, and you're putting ice in there, but still, here. Okay, so I'll let this play. Sorry, bacon strips. I'm talking way too much.
Cocktails without the alcohol.
Or is it a silent killer poisoning the people of Utah with type 2 diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and liver damage?
It is very concerning. I joke with my friends, like, if he woke up dead next to me, like, we'd all know the reason why.
What would the reason why be?
Because of his consumption of soda.
I didn't think clean eating could ever be.
And like that guy's face when she said that, it was like his first time learning that like he could die from
man
drinking
in Utah.
soda.
I was curious to see.
And we'll check out this guy's channel. His channel's called Foodie Fellowship. He has like 15 YouTube and TikTok channels, but we'll check out some of his content as well. He is a fan of soda. That was his fridge in the thumbnail, if you saw that thumbnail. And look at his car. He actually upgraded to an SUV to make it easier for him to go on soda runs. Scarf Mommy says, used to be beer and wine only, but I don't know if that changed. Yeah, the liquor stores are closed on Sundays, but you can still go to like a bar and get liquor. You know, it's not illegal to drink on Sunday. It's just, yeah, the state liquor agencies are closed on Sundays. CB says, I wouldn't drink Coke if they paid me to. Okay. Nance says, pay me to drink it for you. Nugget says, that's what I remember. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. But okay, so here, let's...
How many people out here started their day at one of the many soda drive-thrus, starting with Swig.
Rumor has it there's going to be a line circling out the building. Jesus, you get a 44-ounce soda right here.
44 ounces, y'all. That's almost 4 cans, okay? So already we said one gets you more than halfway to the amount of sugar you can have in a day. And now you're going to have 4 of them. And people are getting multiple of these 44 ounces a day.
Well, a single can of 12-ounce soda has 29 to 42 grams.
There you go. 29 to 42 grams of sugar in a 12-ounce can.
Of sugar, the CDC recommends no more than 50 grams per day.
See, I should have just hit
play. How much soda are these
play.
people drinking?
I will buy you guys your soda if you tell me what you're ordering.
A Diet Jolly L.
I think it's Texas Tap.
Big Al.
What's in the Big Al?
Big Al is Diet Coke, coconut, lime, and cranberry.
I just get a regular 44-ounce Mountain Dew with a little bit extra ice.
Okay, that's a big boy, though.
Yeah, we go big in the morning.
So he's just getting Mountain Dew, just straight up Mountain Dew. That's not common in these places, I don't think. Scarf Mommy says Swig is the one from the Mormon Show. Yeah, that's the Swig seems to like the big one, and then there's another one called Soda-licious. That is also big in the area. Scarf Mommy says pass the Mountain Dew. Yeah, soda tastes so good. 44 ounces still smaller than the Super Gulp at 7-Eleven. What is a Super Gulp? Oh my gosh. Okay, so a half gallon would be 64 ounces, right? Because a gallon's 128. So you're talking about almost a half gallon, and that's just one. That's just your morning drink. Like, I don't know, man. Double Gulp is 50 ounces. Okay. CB says, it's wild to me that you won't touch booze, but you'll kill yourself with soda and shit. And you know what? You can apply that criticism to the people of Utah as well.
Take it straight.
44-ounce Mountain Dew.
They're like, oh, well, don't have alcohol, because alcohol and caffeine will, if you consume those, you won't be able to get to the highest level of heaven or whatever. But if you drink it in a cold soda, it's all fine.
Yep.
Do you come here often?
It's daily.
Every day.
Endless summer, no ice. I've been getting it for,
Endless summer, no ice.
I think, 8 or 9 years.
9 years straight every day.
What was
Wow.
it?
No ice. I've been getting it.
Pomegranate, grapefruit, and fresh lime over Mountain Dew. Endless summer, baby. That sounds good, actually.
I think 8 or 9 years.
9 years straight every day. Wow.
And maybe 5 other drinks for all my kids.
Dog,
size are we
what?
Oh, 44.
She's
Okay.
about
Gotta
to
get
drop
anything
50
today.
bucks
You
at
asked
the
how many
soda
times I come
shop.
here. Well,
Yeah.
that's once, twice a week. I drink soda every day. Probably do 80 ounces.
Okay, hold on. sidebar, why did that person put their thumb in the... That's not how you open a can of soda. That's insane. Airy Sweet says, do you know how many Mountain Dew official flavors there are? I looked it up the other day, and it's almost 150. That's a lot of... That's wild. But I mean, like, every quarter they're dropping, like, 3 new flavors or whatever. They're rotating all kind of stuff in there. I've not tried a lot of the different Mountain Dews. I've tried the orange one. The orange one was pretty good. Nance says, most truck stops have a gallon size for beverages for truckers. Okay, that makes sense, but, like, where are you sticking that thing? Where are you putting this jug in your truck? Like, does it have, like, a little tiny, like, like, nodule on the bottom so it can still sit on the cup holder even though it's, like, gallon size? Nugget says, I'm probably not going to invest in Planet Fitness in Utah. Yeah, I don't think that'd be a solid investment. Airy Sweet says, the Sam's Club berry one tastes like a candy of some sort. The favorite used to be the blue one that tastes like gummy bears. But Sam's Club is top 3. Okay. CB says, yeah, that lady looks like she needs to quit the endless summers. Yeah, I think we all need to quit the endless summers for sure. Nugget says her seatbelt is not endless. On the dash or on the floor. My dad has one from flying years ago. Okay, so you keep the soda jug on the floor. I gotcha. A gallon size is crazy. But I guess, yeah, you could refill a smaller cup with it. Scarf Mommy says, most people rave over Code Red, and it tastes like puke to me. I'm not a fan of Code Red either. That's a ton of sugar. It tastes gross. Just my opinion. Nance says 7-Eleven had a 128-ounce gallon size a while back. Okay, so it is 128 ounces in a gallon. Okay. Nugget says red dye.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Look at these big boys right here.
So this is Swig.
What size are you thinking?
Flavor.
A big boy.
The big. I need.
All right.
All day.
Can we? Oh, you have a Swig cup. Whoa, it's a loyalist
Look
right
at
here.
that, man.
Besides the
She's
little
got the
addition to sugar, what made these soda
She
addicts
had
drink
the
so
cup
much?
already.
Is it their Mormon faith? Before I head to other soda drive-through competitors in the area, I was curious how common it was to buy soda from the countless gas stations out here selling it.
CB says, your pop's medical issues are making more and more sense, Nance. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I saw... There was a study in rats or in mice, whatever, that found that the artificial sweetener they use in Diet Coke can cause bladder cancer. And someone in my family who has always loved Diet Coke just was diagnosed with bladder cancer. I mean, I know it's kind of a one-off thing, but like it really does make you think. Like we've all known, you know, we all know what we're supposed to do. We all know how we should be living, but we're not, and we make, at least myself, I make excuses to myself about why I'm making a bad decision, you know? And I think we all kind of like do that little negotiation when we're justifying like our, whatever our vice is. Nance says, it would last him all day. Yeah, but like that's a gallon of soda. Like they were just saying 1 can is almost your full day of sugar allowance and you're having a gallon. It's like, it's a lot, you know? It screams 1993. That's funny. Yeah, see if you can get a picture of that. Nugget says they just want Mormon babes saying, I want a big one.
Let's get the daily fix briefly. Start the morning off with 2 big blues. What do you have?
That's right.
Is this your
See, so his thing is Monster. So he is sitting here the whole time like, oh, well, you guys are drinking how much soda? But his thing is Monster. So it's like me and the Red Bulls, you know? It's
daily
so
starter?
relatable.
I guess you could say that.
every day?
Yep.
We got a whole new sprouting machine because the 40-ounce Stanleys did not fit.
How many people a day?
Y'all, they got a whole new fountain machine because Stanley's didn't fit under the fountain. What? What are we talking about? This is insane. Please continue.
Come in here and get a nice...
I dare
Oh
you
my God.
to let me
I
build you
can't
a
with
completely
this.
free...
Bacon Strips is gonna have me for not paying for YouTube Premium on this account.
They probably wanted 5.
One eating pie.
Yeah.
Look at these big cups. Massive styrofoam cups right here.
Yeah.
$1.79.
$1.79, dude.
$9.99. 52-ounce big boy right here. I'm tempted to buy it.
$1.79 for the 52-ounce. See, that's a deal. Nan said it was called the Flying J Super Tanker. That's funny that they named the little cup. I think they have a name for their cup too. CB says, do these people not realize Stanleys are for water only? Tell that to the Water Talk people. Nugget says, how is Becky and her Stanley? Becky, yes. Are you still in the Stanley life? You drinking the water out of the Stanley still? Does it help keep track of the water drinking? I carry like a gallon or like a half-gallon bottle with me to track. Nance says, I thought they were for coffee. It shows how much I follow the Stanley junk. Yes. Well, you could have it with hot chocolate, as we saw around the holidays. Nugget says, I'll fill my cup with whatever I want.
First food. Oh, no. I found the big boy. $17.99, $3.29 free refill. This thing is huge.
$3.29 for the refill. 100 ounces of soda. Woo.
We got the Coca-Cola.
Got an older brother who used to drink one of those today, though.
Did he ever get kidney stones? That's good. Seriously.
But I wanted to give this cup to someone who could enjoy it every single day.
Are you a big soda drinker?
Not really.
I was going to give this to you after I bought it.
He says, no, not really.
You're my guy now. What's your name?
I'm Nate.
Nate, we're doing a video on soda addiction in Utah.
All right.
How often do you drink soda?
Pretty much every day.
If you die one day due to like a stroke or like diabetes, don't blame me, okay?
Oh, I won't. Diabetes runs in my family already, so I ain't got it, so I'm
And
not worried about
yet
it.
he
We're all
continues
getting
to
down
drink
one way,
the soda.
one way or another.
This is
every
true.
day.
I gotta ask you, how many people come in here and fill up like a big gulp or like a 44-ouncer?
Almost everyone.
Everyone. Oh my God.
He said that's the only reason people come here. Becky says, I don't have a Stanley, I have a knockoff. And yes, I still use it for my water. Okay, good. Good to hear. Nance says, you have to chug it fast, otherwise it's going flat. No kidding, dude. I can't, I don't know, 100 ounce, I can't see how that you could drink that before it goes bad. Or, you know, all the ice melts or gets flat or whatever. Water flavored pop nuggets.
This is crazy. Man, and it has the clowns on there to remind us how foolish we are drinking this stuff, man. I drink like 2 to 4 Red Bulls a day.
Oh, really?
What the heck?
I know. I'm no one to judge, but I stay away from soda for the most part.
I drink Red Bulls every morning.
You got Red Bulls and Coke.
He said, I stay away from soda for the most part. My man, you just said that you drink 2 blue monsters a day.
Yep.
Gosh. Wow.
My
That's a gallon.
God. See, just like looking at that giant thing is gross to me. CB says, who has time to be peeing all day like you would if you drank this much soda, right? Like, do you ever get any work done? You do anything besides pee? Nance says, I always ordered soda with no ice. Ice is a no-no. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess.
That is huge. You're gonna be thirsty. Yeah, don't have a heart attack, okay?
There's a donut on top of one of the soda cups, you guys. What the heck?
Well, I do feel a little bit guilty, given this whole video is sort of a PSA to not drink excessive amounts of soda. I may have changed the outcome of that man's life. Hopefully not for the worse.
Now... Now that guy has that big jug he can fill up every day, and before he used to get the cup, so I don't know. Okay, CB says, I have meetings back to back for like 6+ hours, no time. See, okay, that's why you gotta limit yourself to the one Red Bull, right?
He's definitely gonna die much younger than he would have. We got the Diet Coke, Sprite, and Coca-Cola. All the Coca-Cola. Look, the Sprite on the freaking gas station. Subliminal brainwashing,
okay,
24/7.
Then he goes to this
no strings attached.
Soda-licious
Just want to know what you're ordering and how often
place.
you come here. What are you getting?
The second wife.
You come here every day?
Okay, so actually don't tell anyone. I go to Swig, but...
Second wife is a drink at Soda-licious, for those wondering.
Swig is closed.
That's okay.
Are people addicted to soda out here?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you addicted to soda?
I like Dr. Pepper, but honestly, since working here, my tolerance for like flavors is
you're
just
desensitized.
Yeah.
Common thing, or is this kind of a treat?
It's a common thing.
Okay.
I do just a 32 ounce, but my boss does a 44 every day.
Every day?
Okay, see, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of soda, y'all. That is
Twice
a lot.
Yes.
88 ounces.
That's a lot.
It is literally people's entire world. I'm at an office right over here.
Yep.
We like shut down twice a day so that everybody can go get their dirty soda.
You guys drink beer or anything?
Do what? They shut the whole office down to get the soda in.
I know.
No? So instead of like a cigarette break, you get your dirty soda break?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's very big. It's a big thing.
Nugget says... no Mormon human got all messed up on pop and committed a heinous crime. Yeah. That's true. That is true. It isn't harmful to others. CB says, this is disgusting, to be honest. Yes. Aries Sweet says, this is obese, but yeah, for sure. I don't know how you could possibly be skinny and drink this much soda.
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't know, I think they look at it for like a stress release.
Soda culture is huge, man. There's nothing else like it. I mean, the only comparison is like coffee culture, and even then, soda culture is much more customizable.
You say there's a soda addiction in Utah, or a soda epidemic.
Yes, I would.
I'd say soda's huge in Utah. Everyone likes soda. Everyone likes Swig, Soda-licious.
Really, really big in Utah. That's the final answer. It's gigantic.
Yeah,
Soda is unstoppable in Utah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wants us out of here.
Unstoppable, you guys. Soda is unstoppable. That line is where I derived my title from.
How often do you drink soda?
Gosh, I come here as often as I can.
Like 5 times a week.
5 or 6 times a week.
Depends on how stressed I am.
Okay, we've heard that twice in a row now.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
You're an addict.
Yes.
I drink soda every day.
Every day.
Probably twice or 3 times daily. Yeah.
I drink soda.
Yeah, okay. So he talks to a lot of people about whether they drink soda and whether they think, it affects their health and whatever. Then you got this guy who, like, soda is like his whole life. Try and get to that part here. Yeah, comparing it to coffee, CB says, do they realize coffee has 0 calories? Exactly. Another big win for coffee. But if you can't drink coffee, I get why you would drink soda. Nance says, Buc-ee's is amazing. Nugget says, CB, tell us about Buc-ee's. I wish we had that here. I've never been to one of those. CB says, I love Buc-ee's. Nance says, Buc-ee's is like Walmart on crack. Okay. Oh, it's like a whole store. I thought it was, like just a big gas station truck stop type thing. Restaurant. Will says, Buc-ee's is my sanctuary. Oh, you have one down where you live. Okay. I didn't know we had one close. Maybe I'll have to drive down and try one. Okay, so here's this guy, Foodie Fellowship. And Tyler is going to talk to him a little bit about his soda lifestyle.
100-ounce mug, and then I think this is 120. I'm trying to remember. I need to check this spec sheet, but yeah.
My man has 100 and 120, so he's carrying... He's double fisting with 220 ounces of soda. And what looks to be before lunchtime.
So 220 ounces in total right here. We're about to fill these up. How much soda have you drank already today?
Probably ought to drinking a couple 100 ounces already.
How many hundred?
Like 200.
He's already had 100 ounces and he just bought 220. That's nuts. Will says we have one about an hour away. We don't go as often as we'd like. See, I want to go check it out. Nance says Richmond, Kentucky is the closest. Okay. Nance says meet up at Buc-ee's. That's right, dude. We got to go to the Buc-ee's in Richmond, Kentucky. Everybody get there. Okay, so here, this guy's already had 100 ounces, and he bought
at least.
How many ounces per day will you typically consume?
I would say on average, depending on my workflow, 200 to 400. I've had
200 to 400. My man, you're holding 400 in your hand.
Excess up to like 500, 600, 700 before. Just depends
how
much I'm...
700 ounces a day.
Exercising, how hot it is, and the time of year.
And you have a loving family?
As far as I know, yeah. I'm assuming they love me, yeah.
You have a wife, a couple kids?
A couple kids, 2 boys.
Are they
Will says I definitely would be able to make that meetup. Hey, there we go.
concerned for your soda consumption habits here? This is a little bit insane.
You know, they love soda too, not quite as much as...
Becky says these people have to have straight brown pea. It's like maple syrup or
me.
something.
I think there's a concern back in their mind, but the irony is I am very health conscious.
Yeah.
So I get checked out pretty regularly, blood tests, doctor checkup, go to the urologist, make sure I'm doing good.
We got soda over here too.
But
44 ounce?
Dude,
there we go.
I don't care what the doctor said. You drank 700 ounces of soda in a day. That's 58 cans. Little more than 58 cans of soda in one day, y'all. That's, whew, I don't know how do you do it? Like y'all were saying, you'd be peeing all the time. CB says, I can't even fathom being this unhealthy. Aerosweet says, imagine the weightlifting reps of those jugs, though. Yeah, for sure, dude. When those things are full, like, he's got 8-9 pounds in each hand, so he's getting his bicep workout in for sure. Probably the only workout he's getting. Nugget says, I know I need to invest in decent portable restrooms near these places. Yeah. CB says, if you're drinking 700 ounces of soda, you are not health conscious. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no.
So we've noticed a lot of people out here love their soda.
Yep.
Is that a Utah-specific phenomenon?
It is. Utah is the headquarters of the Mormons, a strong majority of Mormons, or they're also known as the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. Anyway, active or Orthodox Mormons, the health code's not to drink coffee or tea.
Sure.
Now, there are a lot of non-Mormons here that drink coffee, but so the caffeine is the stimulant in a lot of these drinks, right? So that's why it's very common here in Utah to have these caffeinated soft drinks.
Give us a smile. Your teeth are bright white. You're drinking several hundred ounces of soda per day. Look at those choppers.
Again, I'm very conscious. When I drink soda, I try to go straight over the tongue and down the throat. I don't swish it around.
Do you ever drink anything with sugar or no?
I mean, very rarely.
That's what I was talking about. You drink it in a healthy way, then it's fine.
Taste it, but I'll never. I'm a foodie for a side business, so I want my calories coming from food.
CB says these people have to feel like crap all day, every day. Exactly. Like, you must feel terrible living this lifestyle. Like, look at this dude. Like, let's check out, again, that's Tyler Oliveira's video. I investigated Utah's deadly soda addiction. You should check that out. Check out his channel. Not that he needs my promotion with 7.5 million subscribers. Good on him. He does really good documentaries. I actually like his channel. CB says, I live in Clearwater and St. Pete with the Scientologists, and we don't mess with soda. Okay. Nugget says, teeth whitening soda. Yeah, okay. See, this is an investment opportunity. Teeth whitening soda. That's what you could sell that in Utah like crazy. But yeah, I agree, CB. They gotta just be feeling miserable drinking that amount of soda every day. But okay, so here is Foodie Fellowship's channel. Aries says, what kind of a-hole brings his dual 50-gallon jugs to the fountains at a gas station? Oh no, they love this. They don't mind it one bit. And he has 100 and 128 ounce jugs.
This is Life of a Soda Addict, part 54.
Look at that! Look at his garage! Those are all full 12 packs. And a lot of it is diet, which is really... it's just extra, like, worse.
Come with me to refill my fridges in my office and my game room. I'll go to my
Nugget says, okay, yeah, good for you, Drew, I will.
garage and double fist it and grab 2 packs in each hand for a full total 48 cans. Now let's go fill up a couple of fridges.
Hopefully we don't get copyrighted on this, like, music that he put in the background, but... okay, so... then... here's one of his more recent videos here.
This is Life of a Soda Addict, part 29. Many of you asked, how many ounces of soda do I consume in one meal? Well, I'm here to show you. We went to Tony Burgers, one of my favorite burger places in the world. So we're going to count it all out. And here is the...
so he has, where's the mute button? Okay. He has music in the background, so we'll play the rest of it on mute. But he drinks a ton of soda. Harry says, why even have the smallest fridge ever? Is this guy trolling? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Like, why do you have a tiny, like, refrigerator if you have that many packs of... yeah, I'm with you. Like, at least have a fridge that's big enough to put a couple of the 12 packs in. Becky says, I wonder if they recycle all those cans. Dude, that'd be a significant income they would make from recycling all that aluminum. CB says, soda just makes you feel full and bloated. Okay. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, so he's eating all this food, apparently, and just pounding soda. This is his content. So if you want to check him out, that's Foodie Fellowship on YouTube. He does a lot of, like, food reviews and stuff, too, but, like, I just focused on his soda content for the purposes of this. Ari says, who has time to record and edit videos if you're so busy drinking an army's worth of fluid every day? Exactly, man. Like, he's got to be... maybe he has, like, a Camelback. He's just, like, constantly, like, draining it. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Nugget says, I still have a breast milk fridge that is bigger than this. Okay. Okay, Nance says, so he limits himself. Okay, so maybe he has the small fridge in order to, that's kind of a bad pause on him, but, maybe he has the small fridge in order to limit how many sodas he's drinking. But I mean, Lord have mercy, the guy's drinking 700 ounces in a day. It's crazy. Good thing he got his burger with a lettuce bun. He's worried about being healthy. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's... I don't know what place he's at here. I don't know. But it definitely doesn't look like health food to me. Like an egg sandwich, maybe? But yeah, so then... CB says, what a turn off. Yeah, gross, right? So I started looking around for other people who have quit soda to kind of see like what their results were like. And I found this guy, Ryan Nolan. He's got a pretty small channel, 800 subscribers, but he got like 60-some thousand views on this video because he talks about what it's like to quit drinking soda for 30 days. And he goes through why he does it, what happens to him, you know, how he experiences the withdrawal symptoms, and what his plan is for avoiding that. And then he reveals his results as well. So that kind of stuff, I think, is really helpful when you're trying to quit something, is to watch someone else do it too. So I encourage you to check out his channel for that. I don't want to spoil his video. It's only like 6 minutes, so it's really not that long. Yeah, I thought that was really inspirational. But I also found this other channel, Dr. Living Good, and he has a short video about what happens to your body when you quit drinking soda. Oh, Nance being mean to Meech again. I don't like that. Nance says, oh, okay. Mother Nature is effed up. Oh my goodness. Nance, this is not how you curry favor with women, okay? Becky says they are going through withdrawals. CB says, could you imagine how many kids I could feed? Maybe 4 at a time. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you guys crack me up. Okay, so here is Dr. Living Good. He's going to tell us what happens
soda.
if we actually stop drinking the soda.
Diet or regular soda, occasional. What happens to the system from a doctor's perspective, physiology, inside of your organs, inside of your body?
Okay, real doctor, guys, not just a YouTube doctor.
And you quit that known bad habit. Number 1.
That's right. I will take no Meech slander in here.
There's going to be a weight loss. Funny, when you drink a sugary liquid like
okay,
a soda,
so we're going to lose weight immediately.
Soda,
I love that. I love losing weight immediately.
It does not
Let's
add
do that
to
for
your
sure.
satiety, the feeling of fullness. That's why oftentimes soda drinkers go back to that well, to that vice multiple times a day. It doesn't fill you up, but you're taking in an incredible amount of sugar or of chemicals. We'll talk about diet soda in a moment, and it doesn't give you the full feeling. In fact, it ends up leading to significant weight gain over time, even if it is a diet version drink, because it makes you want to eat. So when you were drinking the soda,
and the body processes the artificial sweeteners in the same way it would as a regular sugar, but it doesn't have any sugar, so it's like it makes you causes you to drink more of the soda and eat more food.
Soda, your calorie intake is going to be higher, let alone the amount of high fructose corn syrup and sugar going into the system. That's going to create fattiness on the liver.
Oh, Beach says it's okay. I'm here for the burns.
Fatty liver disease, which is exploding in the world right now because of overweightness, because of obesity, primarily driven by excess soda. So you're going to lose weight almost instantly within the first week. A pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. I've seen joint pains and things disappear.
We like instant results here in America. You know, we like our instant results,
how much
so that's
you eat,
good.
how full you feel, and the waistline. Now, I need to re-mention number 2 because the more soda you drink, the more fructose you take in.
Is that a G-Shock he's wearing right there? I like his little set. He's like kind of like in this like ethereal white realm.
Unless it's a diet version, but then you're taking in chemicals. So chemicals and fructose, when they hit the liver, the body has a problem keeping up because they're so dense, they're so sugar laden. It's got to either burn it up, which we're not moving enough to do that, then it's got to store it. Triglycerides are going to go through the roof. which can impact your heart health.
Nance says, but take Zempic and you can still drink all the sodies. Man, sodies, that's what Amy and Tammy call them. I love sodies.
And it's going to start storing fat. The first place it stores it.
If you know
is
who
the
Amy
liver.
and Tammy
so
are, you're a
fat
real
builds up from those chemicals, from that sugar. That's a major problem for fluid in your body, your heart, let alone your overall health, because you start having your chemical detoxifier working less efficiently. Now, number 3, when that fatty liver starts to form, fat is going to start to form more.
So this was a huge thing that a lot of the soda drinkers that he talks to, is that they didn't realize the liver damage that's being done by drinking a ton of soda. CB says, it's okay, Meech. You are a parent, and Nance lives with his parents. Oh man, you got him back. CB says Tammy and Amy are the goats. Dude, oh my gosh, I love them so much. Meech says, I only know them because of y'all. Well, if you are looking for wholesome content, you check them out, because I love them. Aries says, looking for a safe, infinite beer consumption hack. Hit me up. Okay. Infinite beer. See, we might be able to hack that in here. I don't know. I'm not sure. We need to ask Dr.
Or around the visceral organs. Drinking soda skyrockets the amount of fat around the organs. So when you
so that like visceral fat is one of the measurements you can get in like a body composition test, and that's the fat that's around your organs, which is like really bad for you. So he's saying you start to lose that visceral fat first. So you're going to lose a lot of weight around your organs before it's weight that you see that you're losing, but both of them are good.
cut it out, you might not see the waistline disappear quite as fast, but from an underneath perspective, around your small intestine, large intestine, liver, and heart, that fat is going to start melting away. Visceral fat is what causes chronic disease.
How do you get a picture of me?
Let alone skin fats, cutaneous fat on the surface that we don't like the look of. It's the organ.
See, he's like trying to grab for something and he can't because he's so in shape.
Fat that gets you into a lot of toxic problems. Studies have linked soda drinking directly to more visceral fat, so you're going to start losing fat around the organs. Your blood's going to begin to change. Number one, you're going to see the triglycerides.
Your blood's going to change? Into what? CB says, I like how people saw booze damages your liver while they suck down soda, which guess what does the same thing. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't realize that. Nugget says, yeah, you might not need a CPAP machine. It helps. Oh my gosh.
Triglyceride levels go down. If you have a high triglyceride problem or cholesterol issue, cutting out soda, you're going to see cholesterol levels go down. You're also going to see insulin and blood sugar, of course, go down. Why does that matter? Well, that drives metabolic syndrome. High blood pressure, high triglycerides, high cholesterol, diabetes, heart failure. Your reduction in all of those is going to be significant because there's going to be way less sugar floating around in your blood. Insulin's going to come down, which is going to take you out
all
of
those
sugar
things sound
storage,
good.
fat storage mode, and increase fat burning mode.
Oh, see, I hate being in fat storage mode. I think I've been in that my whole life. Nance says, I've noticed since not drinking pop, I don't get the zits all over like before. Oh, jeez. You get like 10 to 20 a day, and now you get none. Okay, that's good. See, that's a real symptom, though. That's like a real physical cause of drinking a lot of soda. Airy Sweet says, how to lose a waistline when you don't drink soda, hit me up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it seems like a no-brainer, but also it's so hard to quit. It is so hard to quit. So here is another doctor to weigh in on our soda addiction journey here.
You need to stop drinking your sugars. These sodas are going to make you sick. Wow. 39 grams of carbs in this one can. It's going to cause inflammation, and it's going to make you fat. Start drinking your natural waters with lemon, your sparkling natural waters with lime, or your lemonade. It may have monk fruit, it may have stevia. That's all okay.
See, I am not a fan of the stevia. Personally, I don't really like it. I don't know why. It's like a bad aftertaste to me. Same thing with the artificial sweeteners. I can't do any of them.
But beware those sugars, they will get you sick. You need to...
Okay, so Dr. Mandel says again, you should stop. So here's Coach Tyler, and he's going to tell us what method worked for him when he was quitting soda. Meech says, I just can't quit you. Jake Gyllenhaal to a soda, probably. I can't quit you.
How I stopped from drinking this garbage, because we all know I'm not going to drink anything with aspartame in it, because it gives me a headache, and a lot of people talk about joint discomfort and gut health when they...
Yeah, okay. See, the aspartame. See, just trying to think of a good reference to Meech's reference. I feel like everyone's saying, everyone kind of knows
How I saw
soda is bad for us, but we kind of still do it anyway. But we need that guy there to tell us, to not do that, not to succumb.
Stop from drinking this garbage.
So to everyone else, it's like kind of each person would be motivated by a different thing. None of his suggestions worked for me, but maybe they would work for you,
Because we all know I'm not going to drink anything with aspartame in it, because it gives me a headache, and a lot of people talk about joint discomfort and gut health when they stop drinking stuff with aspartame. Started off with the ice drinks, because it's actually the carbonation that we love in soda. It's not the actual syrup that's in it.
Okay, I think it's the carbonation, yes, but it's definitely the sugar. It's not just the bubbles.
Nobody likes a flat soda.
Yeah, well, flat soda is gross, but it's not like we're only drinking it for the bubbles. Nance says there's no hope for me. Oh, don't say that. Yes, there is. Nance says, well, thanks, autocorrect. I was texting vomiting.
Those for about 6 months. Then we switched to the Waterloos. Absolutely love these. These are...
Okay, I haven't tried Waterloo. I don't know. That seems to be like a no sugar sparkling water type deal.
Delicious. Now we're just drinking sparkling water.
See, this stuff I absolutely can't stand. The liquid death, whatever. Just the whole marketing of it is dumb to me. And it's like you're trying to get guys who drink Mountain Dew to drink water, and it's really obvious and kind of weird. And I don't know if I want to drink water out of an aluminum can like that, unless it's carbonated, like Spindrift. CB says Spinnies are better than Waterloo. Okay, Meech says Waterloo is mid. Okay, see, I'll take your word for it. I'm not even gonna try.
Waters, liquid death, bubblies, LaCroix. You go out to dinner, go out to eat, club soda with lime. What is your favorite flavor of the liquid deaths? Fun fact, Winco, 98 cents per can. How I saw...
None of the liquid deaths. I tried one, and it's so terrible. Will says, where do you find Spindrift? I get Spindrift at Kroger. CB says Kroger. Yeah. Yep, that's where you get it. That's where I get it. Okay, so here we have Dr. Ken Berry, MD, and he is going to tell us how we're going to break our soda addictions here. Will says, I didn't see them at mine. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe certain locations sell more of them than others, because I did notice that too. If I go into town, to that Kroger versus the one that's like in the rural town near me. Like they have different stuff, so it might be something like that. CB says that's where I get all my flavors. You could definitely order it from Kroger. Nugget says my brain is spin drifting right now. Okay, let's hear from Ken Berry.
How to break your soda addiction over the holidays. Step 1. Start using your favorite soda, whether diet or regular. Only pour 3/4 of a glass. Then fill the remainder with a sparkling water like San Pellegrino, Gerald Steiner, Topo Chico.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to say, like, you only drink 3/4 of a glass instead of a full glass at a time to, like, drink less. But, okay, that's interesting. So you're diluting the soda. Okay.
Or San Pellegrino.
Meech says try Target. They always have them. I am on a Target embargo right now. But, Will says, is it with the seltzer water and stuff? Yes. CB says I just made some can of butter. So same Nugget, man. CB says I get mine delivered, so I have no idea what area it's in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I would do, Will, is just order it from Kroger online. Like, you could probably have it shipped. Meech says, I think it's with the other carbonated waters. Okay. Nugget says, this is a chick's drink. Okay. I like the Spin Drift. It's good.
You'll be surprised at how little the flavor changes. It tastes almost exactly the same.
Okay, what's up with the air fryer, though? Do y'all have, like, decorations on your air fryer? I don't have an air fryer. So.
Same. After a week or two of this, do the same thing, but only fill the glass half full with this chemical-laden garbage. The sparkly bubbles in the sparkling water will trick your brain into thinking that you're still drinking diet soda or regular soda, but you'll be getting 50% less of the toxic garbage.
We all want 50% less of the toxic garbage, but my argument would be you could just drink 50% smaller portion and achieve the same thing. CB says, I actually mix my Spin Drift with regular water a lot of times. Okay. Okay. CB says, that is an Instant Pot, sir. Okay. What's the difference? I don't know what an Instant Pot is, I guess.
Before long, you'll be drinking nothing but
I thought it was an air fryer, sorry.
And your health will benefit. You're welcome.
Okay. That's a good strategy, Dr. Ken. We appreciate that. So you could slowly dilute it, but I feel like I don't know if that's going to work. Like, it's tempting to still have the soda around. Like, for me, I need it to just be gone. Like, if I have it here, I'm going to drink it. Instant Pot is like a pressure cooker. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's like the speed version of pressure cooker instead of... like, air fryer seems to me like it's a toaster oven. Like, I have a toaster oven, so what do you need the air fryer for? I don't get it. But, you know, it is a cult thing. Nugget says, what's an air fryer? Slap a Sextra sticker on it. Okay, CB says, yes, the Instant Pot is like a pressure cooker. Okay, that makes sense. Cook things up quick. I got you. All right. I just thought it was cool. It's like it's dressed up for the holidays or something. Meat is so tender in the Instant Pot. Okay. All right. So here's another idea for how to quit drinking.
Years ago, I stopped drinking soda. Very difficult. I know how hard it is.
Now this guy, I think, had a similar progression to me. So.
Didn't do this before any master plan that I had, right? I kind of stumbled into it. So this is how it happened. I took
Okay, so Meech says the air fryer is for crispiness. I would argue that a toaster oven also is for crispiness. So, like, if I was reheating, I don't know, what's something like you put in the microwave that you want to be crispy? Like a piece of pizza. Like maybe I'd heat it up in the microwave for like 30 seconds and then finish it in the toaster oven. I don't know. I feel like it's just a little thing that gets hot, just like an air fryer is a little thing that gets hot. I don't know how, like, maybe, does it, like, have a vent fan in there and blowing the air around affects it different, or I don't know. Meech says Instant Pot is, like, for one-pot meals. Okay. Nance says air fryers are good for cooking some stuff. Some Instant Pots have an air fryer attachment. Okay. Mind blown. That's what a combination. I'm sure it takes up no space on your counter at all, right? It seems like a really small thing. Will says, you know he's serious because the orange glasses. Yes. He's got the safety specs on. He is fully locked in. Meech says, I only have an air fryer and I love it. It doesn't need to preheat like an oven or a toaster oven. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. It's faster. Air fryer blasts the hot air onto the food. So it's a toaster oven with a fan in there. I got you. I got you. Air frying is like deep frying without the grease. I don't think it is, though, because, like, having a food out of an air fryer, it doesn't do the same thing to it physically that frying does. So it's, I don't know. I get that it's healthier, and it's still crispy, but yeah, I don't know. It does depend on what you want. You're right, Meech. Nance says, I make chicken and chicken wings in one all the time. See, there's another thing that, I would love to quit eating is fried chicken, but it is so hard.
Baby steps. Titrated myself off of it.
He titrated himself off of it, you guys. Okay, so here is the titration.
Titrated myself off of it. I went from soda to orange juice. From orange juice to Gatorade Propel type stuff. From that, Crystal Light. You know, I remember the little powder squirt and shake it up, mix it around.
Okay.
From that, I went to flavored water, which literally was clear water with some little flavor in there. Because what happened was my taste buds started to get more sensitive.
Yes.
So each level down would taste better. When you try to go cold turkey from soda to water and say, oh, no more soda, that's not going to work. You set yourself up for failure. Right?
I think he's
steps.
right
Take
there.
it easy. The studies show when you try to make the change too drastic, you're going to fail. Years ago, I stopped.
Yeah, I think that is a very honest take there, because it is like, I don't know. I feel like we it's easier to transfer the addiction to something else that's less harmful than it is to go cold turkey, because as you step down your sugar intake, your palate will become more sensitive to sugar, so you'll crave things that have a lower sugar content. You'll prefer things that have a lower sugar content rather than you know, having that tolerance for the super high sugar in the sodas and stuff. Meech says, I love veggies in the air fryer. Okay. Nance says, you have to learn how to use it. I'm sure it's really complicated. CB, I love me some tender meat, so the Instant Pot is my jam. I don't know. I'll have to try one of those. Nugget says, what's it called when you give your kids vending machine snacks? I don't know. Is there a phrase for that? Meech says, I'll do my own tempura veggies in the air fryer. Okay, so you're saying, just like doing tempura in a deep fryer, you dip it in tempura and throw it in there and it comes out looking just like it does when you fry it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe it. If you say it's true, I believe you. But to me, it's just it's just a toaster oven with a fan. CB says, okay, we're not going to use the word titrate with soda. Nugget Man, child abuse. Okay, yeah. Giving your kid vending machine snacks. Okay, so I thought, Now, one final video I thought was important to know on our journey of quitting soda here is we don't want to get too arrogant with it, because some people once they make a good health decision, they cannot stop telling other people about it. And not everyone's health journey is the same as yours. Not every solution is going to work the same for everyone. We all have kind of different preferences and different habits already. So, but I thought this was pretty funny. Come on.
Bro, you still drink soda? You're a fucking dummy. I stopped drinking soda and my whole world changed. I lost weight. My skin got clear. I finally smashed my high school crush. Since I stopped drinking soda, I can sleep 14 hours a day in 1 hour. Remember?
14 hours a day in 1 hour. He's like, he quit drinking soda and became like one of those, like red pill alpha male, like motivational coach type dudes.
When I kidnapped my stepbrother, peeled his skin layer by layer, and fed him to the worms in the basement. Bro, it was because I was drinking soda. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, I drink Sprite. Bro, you still drink soda?
And then he drinks a Sprite at the end. Like, I thought that was really good. Like, he's really rapid fire jokes. That is Codename Jesse on YouTube at Codename Jesse. If you want to check out his channel, I will link that in the description. Meech says it just cooks different. Just like there's a difference between roasting and frying or sauteing. No, I agree. I just don't I don't agree with that it's the same thing as frying something. Like I don't know. I don't see how it can work. Because the whole thing with frying is you get that 360 degree like seal, and it kind of, I don't know. It depends what you're making too. You're right. CB says the old man and I are going to do a 7-day fast here in the next couple weeks. Major reset. Wow. A 7-day fast. Okay. Okay, Meech says, like you can braise in an oven or you can roast in air fryers, the same concept. It's just a different cooking tool to achieve different textures and flavors. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I don't know. They're very big too. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that. But I think eating fried stuff is like my problem right now. So I probably shouldn't be buying things that like encourage me to eat more fried stuff. But so there were a bunch of like, medical breakdown videos that were super boring about like the chemical, blah 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 that happens when you quit drinking soda. And I think that if you are trying to quit drinking soda, like exposing yourself to that stuff, just like watching these videos of other people who have quit the same thing that you're trying to quit, it helps helps make you feel like you're not the only one with the problem, and maybe you beat yourself up about it a little bit less. I feel a little sense of community and some other people going through the struggle with you at the same time. Nance says 7-day fast. How fast are you going? Dude, for real, 7-day fast is that's a serious one. I've done a day, but 7 days that's crazy. Meech says they are big. It's annoying. One full drawer is dedicated to our air fryer. That's funny. Yeah, Nance says 7 days. Who's gonna murder, death, kill first? Yeah, dude. 7-day fast is wild. That big ups for that, CB. That's wild. That's dedication to the fitness journey right there. A 7-day fast. But see, you're already kind of in that lifestyle. You work out, you're not drinking the soda, all of these are all good things. that we should all try and do. I know that I could never do more than like a 24-hour fast. CB says it won't be a problem for me, but he will be a lunatic by day 3. Nance says hour 3. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to cut back on the physical stuff at work that week, man. Not eating for 7 days. Like, I don't. I'd get weak really quick if I didn't eat. If I don't eat breakfast, it's like ruins my whole day. Oh, okay. CB says we do 48 hours a lot. But yeah, day 3 is rough. Okay, so it's kind of like a thing where you break through at a certain point and then you don't feel hungry anymore, like after day 3 or something. That would make me feel ill. I don't know how you do it. Nance says post in the Discord when you start it. Yeah, I wanna follow this journey for sure. CB says lots of water and electrolytes and things like that. Okay, that I'm sure that helps. You probably have to take all kind of different stuff to like make sure you're still getting like vitamins and stuff. But yeah, fasting is a healthy thing. Even if you just do intermittent fasting, it still can help. So that's awesome, man. Well, definitely let us know about that. CB says, should I vlog it? Yes, absolutely you should vlog it. Set up an Instagram or a YouTube and do it up. For sure. I would watch that. We'll break down your journey here on the stream. I don't know why I keep saying journey. I've been watching too many of these stupid fitness videos. Nance says, TikTok it with the Zempic. Becky says, yes, please. See, and I think that it would help just to see someone else be successful at that. You know, because I think a lot of people are trying fasting and it seems like an impossible thing to do. How could I possibly do that? To see another person do it really helps. So I think you should. But hey, I don't know. I'm no dietitian, nutritionist, whatever pertinent doctors would be relevant to this situation. The nephrologist, which I learned about earlier, you know, they all say we should quit the soda. We all know we're not supposed to be drinking it, but putting it down is so hard. So let me know in the comments what worked for you if you have quit, and if you haven't, then let me know what your favorite soda is. Crooked Orchid says first. We are on our way out, and Crooked Orchid's just rolling in. Hope you had a good time this evening at the you were at the Orchid thing, right? First for Friday maybe KO, so Nance says, yeah. Oh, you just got home. Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Becky says hello. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out. KO, feel free to rewind. Check out what you missed. We're talking about quitting drinking soda and how bad soda is for you. So, thank y'all for watching. Smack that like button. And I will have another one for y'all on Friday. I got a few topics I'm kicking around, so I haven't fully decided, but it'll be, well, they're all good. So you will like it, I am sure. So thank y'all for being here. Thanks for chatting, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.